I'm Jacob.
I'm Josh.
And I'm Luke. And we're
the
Cretaceous
Crunchers.
Crunchers.
The Cretaceous Crunchers.
Cretaceous
Yeah.
Crunchers. And today,
Yep, that's us.
we're going to be talking... You want to talk?
We're going to be talking about the book Jurassic Park by Michael Crichton.
Michael Crichton.
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 I thought it was Crichton.
Crichton?
I think it is Crichton.
I don't know his last name.
Michael Crichton.
Crichton.
The international bestseller.
Mine
That is.
says the New York Times.
Mine's from the community library.
Yeah,
It doesn't
okay,
say.
buddy. So, it's a good book. It's a good book.
It is a great book.
about dinosaurs.
There's a lot of gore in it. Children get their faces ripped
Yes,
off.
they do.
Great part, by the way.
Yeah, people, fat
Hold on, you can say
men
that.
getting disemboweled.
Oh, another one. Yeah, where they start hooting at him.
Mhm.
A guy gets thrown 40 feet by a T-Rex.
That was a whole car. Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
the cars
no.
too. Yeah.
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 Okay, well,
Do you wanna dive in, Luke?
yeah, we'll dive in. We're gonna talk about kind of how incompetent they are. The scientists, everybody in the book, like John Hammond.
Oh. Oh my lord.
Idiot.
He's so much different in the movie than the book. He's so much more normal in the movie.
Yeah. In the movie.
I liked him in the movie.
Yeah. In
the
the
movie
movie,
seems
he's
like
like
a
a
good guy.
nice grandpa.
And on here, he's like, he might as well be roid raging the whole time. Like,
He's like
it's very senile.
Scrooge McDuck before he has the midlife crisis.
Yeah.
I feel like it's probably after the midlife crisis. He probably.
Yeah.
But I
he's-
see-
That's him in the
It-
book.
yeah.
He is having his midlife crisis.
He was like, I need my
He's late
dinosaurs.
life crisis.
Yeah, he won't let them kill a dinosaur.
Yeah, he's like he's so obsessed with his dinosaurs.
Yeah, they don't have weapons to take him out. Like the T-Rex
Right.
gets locked in the sauropod containment area, and they don't have any weapons except for trank guns, which are
Right.
meant for like stegosauruses.
Mhm.
And the T-Rex is like 20 times heavier than
Yeah,
them. so
the
it's
only
like-
weapon they have is that rocket launcher.
Yeah, they have
How-
2 rocket launchers.
How effective is a rocket launcher against? They say it's 8 tons. The T-Rex.
I feel like that
think
could
it
do
would
quite a
be
bit of
pretty
damage.
effective.
But,
yeah, but it's like they say these things are like dense. Okay.
But like they don't actually
Yeah.
have them because Nedry had them both in the back of his car and he died.
Right.
Until
Wait, what
after-
part are you at? Are you not to the part where they find his dead body?
They saw the Jeep, but they said, "Oh, we'll go look at it later."
Okay, yeah. So they do that a couple times. They look at the Jeep. They're like, "What is that?" Oh, it's just a car. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm right where they like repaired the fences
Yeah.
and they
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I
and
know.
they
I was
were-
trying not to spoil it.
they have the raft and they're running away from the T-Rex or paddling away from the T-Rex.
Yeah. Anyways, here's my reason. We kind of got off track. Here's my reason why I think I especially kind of it's mostly John Hammond and Wu that are kind of incompetent
Well,
because
They argue a lot. They're not a very
Yeah.
good team.
Exactly.
Wu seems like he could do a good job, but they're not a good team at all. Hammond does not listen to him at all.
right.
And he didn't
Right.
know that he put frog DNA in the
Mhm.
all the like the raptors and the ones that breed,
Yeah.
which causes them to be able to breed because they can switch from male and female.
Yeah. So because it's like the first couple chapters that like introduce Wu, he doesn't know how many dinosaurs exactly he's made.
He stopped counting.
Right. And he doesn't know all the he doesn't know most of the names of the dinosaurs he's made. And he doesn't know what's in the dinosaurs he's made, It's-
He's a beginner scientist. Like he got
Right.
hired straight out of school. So.
Right. And it's amazing that he could clone dinosaurs, but still I wouldn't say he's uneducated. He
He's
just
very educated.
he's very
He's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy, but I don't think he really he doesn't
Like
really
paid
have
enough
that.
attention. Like,
Yeah.
Oh,
Like he's doing it so he could say, I've made dinosaurs.
He's doing it for the publicity.
The publicity, yeah. It kind of like I don't care what I'm making, but I'm making monsters.
Yeah, he wants to make money. He wants people to know his name. That's the only reason he's there.
You got any insight, Jacob?
Yeah, I don't remember. I haven't seen the movie in a while, but I don't think they actually make him seem this kind of like crazy in the movie.
No,
Yeah.
he's pretty chill
He's a
in the
pretty
movie.
normal
He's
guy.
kinda like,
In the
look at what
movie?
we've done so far.
Yeah, he doesn't really have any alternative motives.
In the book, he might as well be
yeah.
foaming at the mouth.
Yeah.
Like in the movie, most of the characters don't actually get that much of a speaking role.
It's basically just
Yeah.
following the kids.
Yeah,
Yeah,
following the
it is.
kids
and Dr. Grant.
and Muldoon, like, is
Wait, which one's Muldoon in the movie?
uh,
do you see him
the guy that gets killed by the raptor. He's like, "Oh, clever girl."
Oh yeah, that's like my favorite. Oh yeah,
I like him. He's a
the
good guy.
Safari guy.
Yeah,
I like him in the movie.
yeah. Muldoon is one of my favorite characters, but he's got his flaws too. You know,
He's overconfident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Very.
Yeah.
And he's also just there because there's dinosaurs and for money.
Right.
Which that seems to be the problem with a lot of people there. Like
And he,
Nedry, he was
Yeah.
there for the money.
Oh,
and
definitely.
They didn't pay him enough, so he kind of backstabbed him
Mhm.
and stole a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, it's like each character's kind of on a scale where they have one thing that they're like mostly there. So it's like Wu's there for the fame, Nedry's there for the money, and John Hammond's there for all of it.
Yeah.
'Cause
He
he's
wants
like-
he wants people to be happy and like enjoy the dinosaurs, but he's crazy
Yeah.
and delusional.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and another thing that's like lacking, like the security systems
Oh yeah.
and how bad, because it's all based on Nedry, and so he made the back door and stuff, shut everything down. What was it White Rabbit or something? Was that the code?
Yeah.
And he says that and it shuts everything down and enables him to steal stuff and then inevitably die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So it's
Incompetence was the word I'm looking
incompetence.
for.
Yeah.
Incompetence. It's well, back to Muldoon. He's one of my favorite characters, but there's this part, I don't know if you guys are to it yet, where him and Gennaro, which I don't think he's in the movie, is he? They kind of,
I think he might be there for a little bit. He
Can
might.
you describe him a little bit?
he's the guy that stayed behind with,
I don't know if he's in the movie actually.
I don't think he is either.
Not that I remember. I haven't watched it for a while.
And then, of course, the
always
veterinarian,
remember.
Harding, is the veterinarian. And he doesn't even get, like, I think he gets, like, 2 lines.
Yeah, like when they're looking at the Triceratops, and it just shows like the Dr. Grant and then the lady.
Yeah. Oh, wait, hold on.
What's her name? Is it Ellie?
Ellie, yeah.
Ellie.
What's her last name?
I saw Costa Rica.
I was thinking...
That'd be towards the beginning.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
Ellie
Sattler.
Sattler.
Dr. Sattler.
Yeah.
Okay. I was about to say Adler, but that's like a Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, I was gonna say Call of Duty. There's a Call of
Yeah,
Duty guy.
yeah, I know
Cool
what you're
boy.
talking
I
about.
was about to say Sadie Adler, which is
Oh.
the lady from Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah, she's not in the book that much though. Dr.
No,
Sattler?
yeah, I think they put, so in the book, it's Gennaro and Muldoon instead of Adler and
And Grant?
shit, what's her name again? I instantly forgot it.
The one we were just talking about?
Ellie?
Sattler, yeah,
Ellie
Ellie
Sattler,
Sattler.
yeah.
So in the movie, it's Sattler and Muldoon. In the book, it's Gennaro and Muldoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's not, Dr. Sattler's not there very much. She only is there when they're looking at the Stegosaurus and finds out that's eating the berries,
Yeah.
and when they bring, was it Malcolm? Who's the, guy
Malcolm.
that does the math? Is that
Yeah, that's
Malcolm?
Malcolm.
And they bring him after he got bit and thrown by the T-Rex.
Mhm. Yeah.
That's not, and the guy was carrying the leg in the tire. But
Dude, I would just suplex it.
where are you,
Okay. buddy.
where are you in the book?
I
we
just
cut this part out. We could cut this part out if
No,
you're
we're keeping
embarrassed,
it.
Jacob.
No, it's fine.
I'd suplex
I'm
it.
like right before.
I might Chuck Norris Roundhouse kick it.
I'm right before they get like mauled by the T-Rex. The first time it like escapes from the room,
The
the enclosure.
addict.
Yeah.
The paddock. Oh, I
Yeah.
forgot that word. Thank you, Luke.
Yeah. So they're like in the middle of the tour. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm at like the second or third time they almost get mauled by the T-Rex.
Yeah.
I
Does
just got
happen a
past
lot.
where they're paddling through the lake and the T-Rex is swimming at them like a crocodile, and then goes to fight the baby T-Rex.
I am almost finished. I'm trying not to spoil it.
It's
but-
all right.
I've already spoiled it a
Just
little
go
bit.
ahead.
for you.
Yeah, I know what happens.
I'm to
It's
the
in the
part.
movies.
So I'm gonna do like the movie equivalent. I'm to the part where, the kids are in the kitchen.
Oh, like
Like
the
a little
velociraptors
bit
start
after
chasing
that.
them in there.
Yeah, in the kitchen.
Wait,
Except
I love that scene.
I have. Oh no, keep going. I'll ask you
Uh,
after.
except a couple things happened after that did not happen in the movie.
Really? Like, keep going.
Do you want me
go
to
for it.
just
Yeah,
tell
go
you?
Yeah,
for
I'm
it.
ready. I
It's
want to know.
Well, okay, so
fun.
they're in the kitchen, okay, and then instead of 2 or 3 velociraptors, it's just one. You know, and they push it into the freezer like in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
They lock it in there, and then after that, everybody, Arnold and actually Arnold died.
I forgot about him.
Oh yeah, Arnold died. Since everybody, so Wu actually gets eaten by a velociraptor in the book.
Actually?
Okay, yeah. So
Wait, what happened to him in the movie?
Nothing. Like
Yeah,
after
doesn't he just kinda
after
disappear?
after his 3 lines, he's just gone. So, anyways, after you get out of the kitchen, they go up to the control room, and it's just Tim and Lex. And Tim actually kind of knows some computer stuff, so he kind of
Tim's a genius, dude.
He
Yeah.
He was
is.
like,
figures out how to turn the fences back on, I think.
does he get shocked in the book, like when he's climbing the fence? Oh, I was waiting for that
Such
part.
an iconic scene.
It is an iconic scene. But it's like the control room's not even really that guarded. Like when the power's out, the doors just open.
Yeah,
They're
they don't
locked.
have that security because
Right.
didn't Nedry mess that? Is that one of the things he messed with?
No, that's
Or was that
not
one of the
even.
bugs?
So when Nedry took out the power, it was just the power surrounding the lodge. So
Yeah.
the lodge never actually.
So it's just one of the bugs in the system.
Mhm. So the visitor center never actually lost power. It was just the outside park.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then when Arnold turned off the power to restart the computers, they were running on auxiliary power, and they ran out of gas. So that's why they had to go to the generator room,
Mhm.
and that's why Arnold died. And
Did he get eaten by a velociraptor?
yeah, just like in the movie. He
Most
dies in the
characters
movie
do.
like that too.
Um,
I'll save that. I'll let you guys read the generator room parts yourself, because that's some of the best parts of the book.
My question about when the velociraptor's hunting, why would they make all the doors push doors? Because that's easy
Yeah,
for them to open. They
right.
should have made them like knobs. They
Well,
wouldn't be able to grab a knob.
That's another thing. Like they can't really. They didn't know that velociraptors could open doors.
I thought they mentioned it at one point.
Yeah, no, in the beginning they.
I think it
Well,
was around like
they
the
mentioned
late
how
Well,
smart
they
they are.
cloned it. They cloned them, not knowing that they could open doors.
Yeah.
And then
I think they found it out a little bit later after they built the buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
Still though,
and then-
like every dinosaur would have been able to get through a push door.
Yeah, you just walk
If it
into
fit.
it.
Like yeah.
Right, but I don't think
Those
they
things couldn't have gone through
they
a
didn't
handle.
plan ahead that well, and I don't think they planned for dinosaurs to escape.
Yeah, that is
Yeah.
true. I mean,
Like-
they couldn't handle the T-Rex. I mean, it is a T-Rex, but like,
Yeah.
Right, but they should have something to handle the T-Rex. Like, are you haven't gotten to the aviary part, have you?
not quite. I
They've-
think that's my next chapter after this.
They've cloned these pterodactyls. I'm trying to remember what it's. Something with the C. I think it's
It's like Confonagus or something, or what?
no,
Let me find
it's go into aviary, and it's probably whatever. Anyways, but they cloned them, and they had them in this lodge where people can go, potentially observe them.
There's so many. I guess it's not my
Yeah,
next
just a
chapter. Oh my
lot, a
lord.
lot of little chapters.
Or maybe I did pass it.
Anyways, yeah, there's
Oh, yeah, that's right. Right there.
they have this lodge,
I saw it.
and the pterodactyls are just kind of
Right there.
free flying around. But they made this whole thing not knowing that the pterodactyls were super territorial and would attack
Oh,
people.
interesting.
So they have this whole lodge that they can't use because the pterodactyls will attack people, And that's why it wasn't on the tour, and that's probably why they didn't put it in the
Sierradactyls.
Sierradactyls.
I haven't heard of that. Pterosaur.
Never.
They
that
say
either.
they're fish eating.
Yeah, I said large fish-eating dactyl.
Pterodactyl or Sierradactyl.
I still feel like they should have made the doors knobs. It doesn't make sense at
Yeah.
all. Like,
Yeah.
that's not very secure as push. Anything could get through that.
I think when they were building the park and cloning dinosaurs, they should have like actually figured out what they were cloning before they cloned it.
Yeah,
I
they,
think at
they
the
didn't
beginning,
even know what DNA they were putting in
at
it.
the beginning
But
they said
there's-
they could like there was some way they could figure it out.
In the second book, they
Is that-
actually go to the island that they
Is that Fallen Kingdom or what is that? 'Cause I have a
Next
second
Lost
book.
World.
Lost World. That's what I meant. Yeah, I have that one.
Which is like them on the original island. Like I guess John Hammond owned an island before Eastern Nublar that they did dinosaur stuff on.
Okay.
And the second
Like
book,
a test ground.
yeah, which is weird. I think Mr. Crichton wasn't really had the whole story. I think the second book kind of was like, oh, this is popular. I'll throw
Yeah.
somebody a bone.
Yeah.
I'll throw people a bone.
Like it didn't need a second book. Or like,
It didn't, yeah, like you didn't need a second book, but the second book's pretty good. I've read a little bit of it back in the day, but I feel like if he knew a little bit more of how he would, the story would play out, he would have probably referenced it a couple times in this book.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had something I was gonna ask, but I completely forgot.
Well, if it comes back, just interrupt us.
And I would say we can do.
I feel like we
couple
should
more
get
minutes.
a few more minutes just because of
Just be
editing.
safe.
We do it to 18 or 19.
What was it? No, we already kind of went over
We
the
can-
getting chewed in the face.
Hold on, I got a quote for how they're a little incompetent. Let me see.
I was gonna say the Lysine Independence. They thought they would die within 12 hours getting off the island. They don't.
They don't.
Believe it or not, because
They
that
don't.
boat escaped that had baby velociraptors on it. Were they ever able to
and-
call the boat back? I haven't gotten that far.
Is that how they get off in the movies?
I haven't gotten to that part yet, and it's been
Okay,
so
fair
long
enough.
since I read the book for the first time. I don't remember if they do.
Because yeah, I remember Dr. Grant is trying to get back because they have like 8 hours left to call the boat before it gets to mainland. It has velociraptors
Right.
on it.
Honestly, I think they do. Which, of course, there's got to be a good ending.
Maybe that's how they get off the island, like Jacob
Maybe.
said.
Yeah,
It
I
makes
think that would
sense.
make sense.
Oh, here's a quote from Wu about, so it was like how do you know what dinosaur you're growing? He says, in quotes, just grow it and find out what it is.
Oh, I
Just grow it
remember
and
that.
find out what it
That's
is.
sort of the
That's
beginning,
a
right?
terrible
Yeah.
method.
Yeah,
And it's like,
I love that to be honest.
I understand why they can't, because it's DNA. You can't really like
Yeah,
print it out. Like,
and there's nothing to really match it to.
yeah,
Kind of
like
just winging it.
I get that, but I feel like they should have, be a little bit more,
They are very cool.
Oh, and then here's,
Arc.
I have a quote about how the Raptors are very smart. And they
Oh,
probably, it's
And
like,
they underestimate them. They were talking about how they're
Mhm.
smart, and it was Muldoon or something,
Mhm.
or somebody said that he thought that they're not really smart or something along the line. It's a ways back. I can't
It-
quite remember it.
might have been either Regis or not.
Yeah, it was Regis or
Gennaro.
Muldoon or Gennaro. Yeah,
Yeah, they could like completely get rid of Gennaro. Gennaro is one of my favorite characters too.
Regis did seem like he just, I don't know, he didn't care.
Regis
He thought the dinosaurs were dumb.
is
Isn't
a
he?
little cowardly, but I think
Like when he ran away from the kids getting attacked. Like
Right.
when the T-Rex was there, he just ran.
right,
and
he
the kids were
peed his
terrible.
pants.
Just ditched
He
them?
peed his
Oh, yeah.
pants.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
Well,
Yeah.
it's like in the movie.
It's so funny.
I
It's like
remember
in the
that part.
movie. In the book,
It's
he's
terrible.
no,
sitting there.
he's
he
the
said,
guy that sits on the toilet and gets eaten by the T-Rex.
Oh,
yeah, in the
Regis.
book,
Oh, yeah.
he says he felt warm surrounding
Okay.
his legs and going down. He said, I knew I peed myself. And then he ran down the hill, and later it skips back to him. He's hiding in between two boulders and gets out and then starts walking towards them and gets snatched by the baby T-Rex.
So
I mean,
it's
in his defense, that would be terrifying.
it's the only
But the
reason.
kids didn't run. They were smarter
Yeah,
than him.
well,
The only reason why he went back to
Was
get
it
the
because he
kids.
heard him? And because he wanted to be courageous?
No,
'Cause he
it
always
was-
thought himself as a courageous man is what I heard one spot say.
So I think that was his excuse, but I think it was because he got scared from the T-Rex, so he went and hide. But then he got scared of leeches crawling up his
Oh
bum.
yeah, he had
Oh.
leeches all over him, and they said they would crawl into their pants and go up
Yeah,
places.
yeah. Go up warm. They like warm.
They like warm,
Yeah.
dry,
Literally.
like dry, warm, damp places, and so
Yeah.
they would go in the netherly regions.
Mhm. So I think that's why he went out and he was like, okay,
And he-
maybe I should go help.
Yeah, and
them.
it said that he always thought himself of a strong, courageous man.
Yeah.
Which really, I mean, he ran away.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about.
I really wish he died on a porta potty. That one. It was really
Yeah.
funny in the movie how it just
Yeah.
snatches the whole thing.
Yeah, there's a part
I
in
know.
the book where it. Oh, you read that part when they're at the lagoon.
Yeah.
And they said that the T-Rex like belched.
Oh yeah, when I was reading
Yeah.
that, I was like, what?
They should put that in the movie. That kind of.
Is that like
that'd be
after it
kinda
ate
funny.
someone?
After
it was
it
after
ate-
it ate a hadrosaur, I think.
Hadrosaur, yeah.
Okay.
They
Or a
were-
or a myosaur or something. One
A
of the
dinosaur.
two. And it was sleeping.
No, it was a myosaur. It was a
Picked
myosaur.
it
Because
up.
that was a myosaur place, wasn't it? Yeah, with the lagoon, and
Yeah.
it says it's sitting there with its legs out, and I was trying
Yeah,
to
because
imagine it
before
and stuff,
that-
and it's sleeping.
Before that,
Yeah,
remember
just
they
picked it
were
off.
they were in the tree and they were talking about how the myosaur
Myosaur
had
was
a
like,
baby.
and it was licking his leg, like
Yeah.
foot and stuff as it's trying to eat,
Yeah.
and it couldn't see him when he didn't move, but it could hear him.
Mhm.
Couldn't smell him either. It was weird.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the frog DNA they put in it. It's
Yeah, the reptile stuff. It's hard for reptiles to see stuff that doesn't move.
no, it's
So-
amphibians. I think reptiles
Is
can
it
see
amphibians?
things.
Is that why in the movies, when they like stand still?
They don't
Yeah,
attack.
the
Yeah.
T-Rex
Yeah.
during the attack. Another spoiler. Grant's standing outside the car, and the T-Rex is sitting there, like sniffing him, keeps roaring to try to get him to move, and he's sitting there and can't find him. And he said that the T-Rex looked confused, and then it kicks the Land Rover. Wait, what is it?
It's a Land Rover.
Land
Toyota
Rover.
Land Rover.
And hits
Right
him at
there.
the same time, and it says that he goes spiraling in the air with the car, and he has a
Okay.
giant gash down his body and stuff. But it just kicked him, and it couldn't find him.
Yeah, and people like to harp on people like to harp on that the fact that an actual T-Rex could have probably have known that
Yeah.
Grant was a delicious snack.
Yeah.
But it
Probably, but like.
in the book, like in the movie, Grant was like, "Stay still. They can't see you if you don't move."
In the book, he didn't know. He
Yeah.
said he was just standing there because he was scared.
And in the book, he was thinking, "That's right, because amphibians can't really see that well."
Yeah, they actually like told a reason as to why they can't
Yeah. Mhm.
see them. But yeah, it said that he figured it out while he was standing there. He was standing there because he was so terrified, and he was trying not to make a sound
Yeah.
before he got
Yeah.
booted.
Okay.
They ended up fine.
So what's your favorite part of the book?
Oh, that's a great question.
I
Look at the
liked,
clothes. Find something specific.
I liked the Dennis Nedry death scene. That one was
Yeah, I haven't
kind of
done
that was
yeah,
epic.
where the officer starts hooting and then
Yeah.
spits in it like here, and then in his eyes.
That was one of the most eerie ones. I think another.
I know that one was. Imagine this in VR.
Oh,
Like I played a Jurassic World game in VR. It wasn't that bad, but like you're just crawling through grates and stuff.
yeah. I think
Sorry.
another good part was when Muldoon tranquilized the T-Rex,
You did.
and he shot it. He was drunk. So
Oh,
they were driving in the Jeep, him and Gennaro, because
Drunk driving.
he was like, he turns to Gennaro, he's like, "You want to live dangerously?" And they go in the Jeep, and they're driving, and they're like, "I see the T-Rex." And he gets this giant syringe. They say it's like the chamber is as big as he could stick his fist in the gun that he's
Oh my
using.
gosh.
And thunk, and it's like, I think I missed. It starts running towards them. Is the T-Rex like starts running towards them, and they're like, "Oh shoot, get in the car!" And then he's like, "Hold on, let me shoot it again." Thunk. And it just keeps running. And it's like, I didn't miss. It was the laser sights of it. It was like, and Gennaro was like, "You're just drunk." And it turns out later that he shot it at least once.
Did it end
it
up
was
passing
just
out, or
well, it did.
it just took a
It
while?
did. It just took a really long
Because
time.
it's giant.
Yeah.
The thing's 16,000
Well,
pounds.
They say it's has to do with size and like attitude. So like,
Because like adrenaline, kind of, or like.
mhm. Like they say,
sense.
he said, an elephant, you shoot it with a tranquilizer, it will just kind of stand there and pass out. You shoot a hippo, it'll kind of go, kind of be a little agitated, but then it'll pass out. You hit a rhino, it'll go crazy and like destroy everything. And this is like an 8-ton angry dinosaur.
Everything.
Yeah, it's everything. So it was like 500, milliliters or 5,000 milliliters or something. It was like I was thinking like a gallon of milk of tranquilizer.
Yeah, probably a
Big
gallon or
dart, yeah.
a bit more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I remember they were going. Grant had the Myosaur tranquilizer, and he said it was as big as his forearm or something.
Mm.
And that's just for like a small
Mhm.
a dinosaur. Didn't he shoot the T-Rex with that too on the lake? While it was
He
coming
did.
after them,
He
shot
did.
it like tried to shoot it in the nose. It didn't do anything because it was so
Yeah.
small.
He shot it in the cheek,
Oh yeah.
and the dinosaur was like, "Bro."
It's too small. But
Yeah.
that was my favorite scene when they're paddling on the lake and it lunges for him and then chases after the baby.
Yeah. Jacob, was your cut you off? Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're
Yeah.
fine. I really liked it's toward the beginning, but actually it might be like one of the opening scenes of the book, but when they're at the hospital
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and
yeah.
like they bring in the guy who got like mauled by the velociraptor.
Yeah. Oh, that's,
Yeah.
a good,
Yeah,
that's a good part.
yeah.
That's a good part. Iconic. They should put that in the
What
movie.
part about
it's- Oh, it's just so like very descriptive.
Yeah, I liked how they opened it. It was a really good opening.
There's a couple
scene.
scenes that are like super descriptive. And
I think
that was
that's
one of
the
them.
opening scene, actually.
Yeah,
I think it
actually,
is.
let me look. I think it is.
I also like how the guy that was like the manager or whatever. Actually, it might have been
so.
Ed Regis. I think it was Ed Regis that brought him because it kind of describes him somewhere. How
Yeah.
he's sitting there, and he's super uncomfortable, trying not to say like what happened to the guy, and so that he got ran over by construction stuff.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, the bite.
Yeah, and they
the
like
bite of the raptor.
when the
I think he
doctor
said-
when the doctor looked at it, she immediately knew like that was
It was an animal
there was
attack.
no dirt like packed into it.
It was a mauling, is
It
what
was,
she
it was
said.
a mauling.
Yeah, and my favorite part of that chapter is towards at the end when it's like, raptor. I've never heard of that before.
Yeah, and there.
she looks
what
in
were
the
they calling it?
dictionary.
What were they calling it?
Like Ella rap.
It was like a
that was not it.
Eileen, no, it.
Well, and then
a hoopia. I don't know how to pronounce it.
Oopia. Oopia.
Yeah.
Well, you know the kid that got mauled by it said raptor.
Yeah, and then they're saying,
Oopia.
yeah, Upia, and which is supposed to be a kidnapper of children, and she's saying it with a whole bunch of laboring women around, and so they're telling her not to say it to not scare them.
Yeah. And then when she looks it up in like I don't know, Latin dictionary or whatever,
Yeah, I
it
think
says
it-
bird of prey.
Yeah, right here.
Yeah. at the
Raptor,
end.
plunderer, bird of prey,
Yeah.
in an English dictionary.
English dictionary. Okay. Anyways,
a good scene, yeah.
we got 27 minutes of.
Yeah, I think we got plenty of time.
Wait.
We can cut
Oh.
down.
Closing.
28 minutes.
28 minutes.
Thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thank
And
you.
subscribe.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to our for our next podcast. I don't know if I can get it.
Whoa.